Superflex drafts are not just normal fantasy drafts with one extra quarterback slot. They're a completely different economy. Because once every team can start two quarterbacks, scarcity becomes very real very quick. So my strategy is simple. Secure one quarterback early, stay flexible on QB2, and do not panic when the room starts running. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Great North Sports. I just talked about QB strategy in a one QB league video where I'm basically saying elite value or wait. Superflex, completely different animal because quarterback goes from being one of the deepest positions in fantasy to one of the most important positions on the board. And if you treat Superflex like a normal one QB draft, you're probably going to get buried. And the reason being is it's scarcity. Think about the math. In a 12-team league, if everybody wants two starting quarterbacks, that's 24 quarterbacks potentially being used every week. Suddenly, the difference between QB 12 and QB 24 matters a hell of a lot more. And that's why I don't walk out of early rounds empty at quarterback in Superflex leagues. I want one starter I trust, one anchor. One guy I know I can put in the lineup every week without going, please, God, let him have a good week. And the reason for that is you need it. You need elite value. If you have an elite value in round one, I'm interested. If I'm picking near the turn and a strong QB falls, I'm interested. I'm always interested in protecting my floor because the floor matters more here than it does in a one QB league. What I do not want is to get cute, pass on quarterback, watch 6 of them disappear. Then suddenly I'm drafting from the leftovers because I thought I could wait. That's how you lose control of a draft board. But it's not hard. This is the important part. Just because I want one QB early doesn't mean that I'm blindly taking QB. That's where people can get trapped. If I'm sitting there in round 2 or 3 and the quarterback value is terrible, I'm not taking QB 16 over an elite running back or wide receiver just because I'm scared. If the room panics, take value. Let somebody else force the pick. I can attack QB in the next tier. That's the difference between understanding scarcity and being controlled by it. And it's important not to chase the run. Quarterback runs are going to happen in Superflex. That's guaranteed. And when they do, everybody starts looking at the roster thinking, oh shit, I need another quarterback. And maybe you do, but that doesn't mean the next quarterback on the board is worth the price. If the run starts and suddenly all the good value disappears, take the receiver. Take the running back. Take the elite tight end. Because the worst thing you can do is turn somebody else's panic into your bad pick. So what's the actual plan? This is the plan. Number 1, secure QB1 early. Get one quarterback you trust. Number 2, stay flexible on your second QB. Don't force it because a run starts. And number 3, hammer wide receiver and running back value when the board gives it to you. Because you're still trying to build a complete roster here. Number 4, most importantly, leave the draft with 2 playable quarterbacks. That's the goal. Not necessarily 2 elite quarterbacks, not necessarily QB in the first 2 rounds, but 2 quarterbacks you can realistically start. And why having 2 playable starters why does that matter? Because in Superflex, depth at QB isn't a luxury. It's lineup protection. Bye weeks, injuries, bad matchups. If you've got 2 quarterbacks you trust, you've got flexibility. If you've only got one and you're hoping to patch QB2 together every single week, you're starting the season behind the 8 ball. So the difference is really simple. In a 1 QB league, it's elite, or you can wait. In Superflex, secure one early. Stay flexible on your second quarterback, and don't let the room bully you into bad value. Quarterback matters more in Superflex. Scarcity matters more in Superflex. But value still wins. Let me know in the comments. Are you going QB early in Superflex, or are you securing one and waiting on the second? Don't forget you can get my draft guide with all my QBs and all of their tiers, and the link in the description. We've got plenty more strategy coming before week 1, so make sure you subscribe to Great North Sports. Don't forget, stay disciplined. Let the draft come to you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.